Tesla really has a revolutionary product here. Hands-free self-driving, built into all their cars. And every single one of them comes with a 1-month trial of FSD. They all have the hardware to run it. So it's kind of amazing how it works. You just say where you want to go. Take me to Apple Manhattan Village. And you just push one button to turn it on. And that's it. We're off. And it's going to take me all the way to the store. I don't have to worry about any of the details really. So you can see there's a right turn it needs to make right up there. So it's going to slow down gently and just make that right turn just like a human would. Smoothly, comfortably, even better than some human drivers. Probably better than a teen driver. So you can order one of these right on Tesla.com. Just go to Tesla.com. You can place an order. For most people, I recommend the Model 3. They just got a brand new Model 3 out with some cool upgrades like a screen in the back, or the Model Y if you want a little bit of a larger car. And any Tesla you get, it'll be able to do this. It'll be able to run this software if you're in North America. So we're going to make a right turn here. Now we got a speed bump here. You can see the car's actually slowing down, going over the speed bump slowly, and then picking up speed again. Looks like we've got another set of speed bumps up ahead. And again, it's slowing down, making sure it goes over them gently, and then continuing forward.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today let's take a deep dive into Elon's Tesla Robo Taxi network, a groundbreaking innovation that promises to revolutionize transportation and create new income opportunities for Tesla owners. In this video, we will explore what Tesla Robo Taxis are, how they can be used, how consumers can make money with this technology. We also delve into Ark Invest pricing model for Robo Taxis and Elon Musk vision for the future of autonomous transportation. So let's get started. First, we'll look at Tesla Robo Taxis. Tesla Robo Taxis are fully autonomous vehicles designed to operate as part of the ride-hailing network, similar to your services like Uber and Lyft, but without the human drivers. This is powered by Tesla's advanced full self-driving software. These robo-taxis are equipped with sensors, cameras, neural nets to navigate roads, recognize obstacles, and make driving decisions in real time. Now let's talk about how can a Tesla robo-taxi be used. Tesla robo-taxis can be used in several ways. Few of these ways include ride-hailing service. Passengers can summon a robotaxi using the smartphone app, similar to how they would request an Uber or Lyft. Second would be reducing traffic congestion. By leveraging the intelligence of autonomous system, Tesla robotaxi can optimize routes, reduce idle time, and improve overall traffic flow. This can lead to reduction in traffic congestion, especially in densely populated areas. Third would be enhancing accessibility. Tesla robotaxis can provide greater accessibility for individuals who are unable to drive, such as elderly, disabled, or those without a driving license. The convenience of on-demand, door-to-door service can significantly improve mobility for these groups, enhancing their independence and quality of life. Now we look at how Tesla owners can make money using the Tesla robotaxis. One would be adding your Teslas to the robotaxi network. One of the most significant opportunities for consumer is to add their Tesla vehicle to the robotaxi network when you're not using your car. It can operate as an autonomous taxi, generating income for you. Tesla estimates that owners can earn thousands of dollars annually by participating in the robotaxi fleet, depending on the usage and demand. Second would be maximizing vehicle utilization. Instead of your car sitting idle most of the day, Tesla robotaxi can maximize vehicle utilization by keeping your car active as a robotaxi. You can generate revenue during the hours you're not using it. This kind of approach turns a depreciating asset into a profitable investment. Third, will be participating in fleet ownership program. Tesla may offer fleet ownership programs where investors can purchase multiple robotaxis and manage them as part of a larger ride-hailing fleet. This can be an attractive option for individuals or businesses looking to invest in autonomous transportation, generating passive income. Now let's look at what Elon Musk said in the latest annual shareholder meeting.
In terms of the the value of the company, autonomy is just such a mind-blowing thing that, like I said, you guys understand, but I think most of the world does not yet understand. So, in talking to a lot of the sort of the big institutional investors, when they're often in like New York and they don't drive cars, so I'll be like, have you driven our car? Or have you tried self-driving? You know, the version 12.3, and they're like, oh, no, okay. Well, you should try it. That would be a good thing to do. And if you just plot the points on the curve of how well autonomy is progressing, and just believe the curve, it's headed towards unsupervised full self-driving very quickly at an exponential pace. If you just, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, and in fact, I'd invite you to just do it personally. Just say, okay, with each release, how many miles do you drive before you have to intervene? It's like literally that simple. With each release, you'll see there's a big improvement, and it looks like an exponential. So, and it's very clear that will actually go to the point where it is actually far safer than a person driving the car. And I have some insight into the next releases, because we've got basically for every release that's on the road, we kind of see what the next generation release is and a little bit about the release after that. So we have some insight into where it's going, and it's really amazing. No question whatsoever that will far exceed human safety. Yeah, no question. I think I have mentioned this, but like sometimes it's like helpful to sort of reiterate and connect some of the dots, because sometimes people wonder, well, how do you go from this big fleet to actually monetizing the fleet in an autonomous situation? And it's actually a combination of it's like Airbnb and Uber to some degree. So like there'll be some cars that Tesla owns itself in kind of like an Uber fashion, but then for the fleet that is owned by our customers, it will be like an Airbnb thing. You can add or subtract your car to the fleet whenever you want. So you can say, like, I'm going away for a week. At just one tap on your Tesla app, your car gets added to the fleet, and it just makes money for you while you're gone. Yeah. So you can say you can add it to the fleet for a few hours, for a few days, for a few weeks. Whenever you want it back, you can say, come back, and car will come right back. And I'm highly confident that it will far exceed the value, like the revenue made by the owner of the car will far exceed the actual monthly payment. And then Tesla will obviously take a rev share on that, but most of the money will go to the owner of the car. And this is actually going to work. This is what will happen. So I mean, mark my words. This is simply a matter of time. And I mentioned this before, but like for Ark Invest, I'd recommend reading the Ark Invest analysis. That's the most accurate. There may be more accurate ones, but the most accurate sort of analysis of the potential of autonomy. The most accurate that I'm aware of is Kathy Wood's Ark Invest. And if I recall correctly, they predicted somewhere over a $5 trillion valuation for Tesla, just based on vehicle autonomy, not counting Optimus.
As Elon said, let's look at Ark Invest predictions on the impact of Tesla Robo Taxis. According to their research, the autonomous ride-hailing market could be worth trillions of dollars by 2030, and here are some key points from that research. First one would be the revenue potential. Ark Invest estimates that Tesla Robotaxis could generate to net $600 billion in annual revenue, depending on factors like utilization rates, pricing, and operation cost. Second would be market valuation. They predict that Tesla could capture a huge share of robotaxi market. They expect Tesla share price could reach between $2,000 to $3,000 per share. So now let's look at short video on Kathy Wood and Tasha Keeney explaining their research.
So $2,600 a share.
Yes.
Help us do the math. How do you get there? What has to happen for
when
all
do you
that?
get there?
This is a 5-year price target, as all of ours are. And what has to happen is an autonomous taxi platform, Tesla's autonomous taxi platform. So Robo Taxis, which is a SaaS-like model. Instead of selling a car and maybe the software package, and that's it, this becomes a recurring revenue model, a slice of every mile driven on that autonomous taxi network. Very high margins. Right now, auto gross margins are around 16%. Gross margins in the SaaS world are more like 80%.
How big a market does that have to become for Tesla to get to the $2,600 price? The reason I ask is there are some cities that may allow this to take place. There may be geofenced areas where people are going to do this. And there's also obviously a larger view that one day these cars will be able to do everything by themselves everywhere in the country.
Yes. Well, this is the largest AI project on Earth, autonomous mobility broadly. And I think it's going to catch on as quickly as that. Now, of course, what we've had during the last 10 years is a movement toward FSD, and now we're seeing safety statistics. And I remember
full self-driving for those uninitiated.
Yeah, full self-driving. You look at the number of miles between accidents for the average car in the United States, it's about 200,000 miles. Right. You look at a Tesla without FSD, full self-driving, just autopilot, right, it's more like 600,000 miles. With full self-driving and an older version, not even the latest, 6 and 9 months ago, 3.2 million miles. Tasha Keeney has done this work. You know, Volvo built a brand on safety, and I think Tesla is going to use
okay, but we're in the middle of 2024. Yeah. You're saying we get to 2029.
Yes.
And that's where that price is. I think what I'm asking is, for your base case, for this to work, and by the way, we should say that Elon Musk tweeted out, extremely challenging, yes, but achievable on top of your tweet.
Yes.
When does this all have to really go into effect?
Yes, we believe that they're setting up for Robo Taxis, the network, within, I would say, 1.5 years, 2 years. Elon would say maybe we'll start.
But that also requires regulators to sign off on all
this. Yes, now regulators have an issue, and that is the auto accident rate has gone, after decades of going down with auto safety measures.
Right. We talked
sharp
to people
increase,
about
right?
this yesterday.
40 to 50%. Texting is a big part of it. You know, disproportionately young people. Right. So deaths in the U.S. have gone from the low 30s. I think they got into above 40,000. So I think if regulators understand, and they do, that 85% of all traffic accidents are caused by human error. If you take the human out, you're going to make the roads
Kathy,
safer.
We literally asked Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary, the Treasury of Transportation,
yes,
the Secretary of Transportation yesterday, Pete Buttigieg, about this, and he did sound like he was open to the idea as a result.
Yes.
And that's the first time I've really heard a public official who's kind of embraced it instead of saying, wait, we don't like the rise of the machine.
Absolutely. He is telegraphing that the roads ultimately are going to be much safer if you take the human being out of the equation. Much safer.
Now, Kathy Wood to Tasha Keeney.
Value of Tesla could be attributed to robotaxis in 2029. This will totally transform the business model from essentially one-off vehicle sales with a little bit of software to a recurring revenue stream, and we think it'll have very attractive margins. So autonomous cars will not only change how you and I get around, they'll be so much safer, but they'll also be quite profitable to Tesla and very meaningful for shareholders. I think that the rollout of robotaxis is actually not dependent on the manufacturing of the next generation vehicle. I do think that the next generation vehicle will be used for the robotaxi platform, but they can turn their current fleet, Tesla's been saying this for a while, that they can turn their current fleet into robotaxis as well. So they could take cars coming off of lease. They removed the option to purchase, for instance, the Model 3 off of lease for that reason. I think so that they can seed their robotaxi network. So I think that this could be started in the next 1 to 2 years is our assumption. We already see robotaxis today from companies like Waymo, which is Google's effort. But it's happening at a very small scale. So I think that Tesla could be the first player to really bring this technology to scale.
As you guys all seen, Tesla Robo Taxis represents a life-changing innovation in the world of transportation. Ark Invest pricing models and Elon Musk's vision further underscores the immense potential for this technology. Hope you all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching and love you all.